everybody, and welcome to ParaThatsNotNormal. I'm Robin, and happy March. I just got my Witch's Moon subscription box, and I'm going to do an unboxing. So let's go ahead and open it. And the theme of this box is the Witch's Besom. And it says, as you pass through the veil into your sanctuary, you will find yourself captured by everything. Each item seems to be filled with sense of life. The feeling of freedom and inspiration begin to overwhelm you. You catch a glimpse of something beautiful above the doorway. Before you can blink, your eyes are directed to the altar positioned in the center of the space. Placed delicately upon the altar table sits the besom. As you pick it up, the smoke from the incense drifts in between each bristle, swirls around the handle, and finally makes its way to the heavens. A faint whisper can be heard, the sweeper of storms. We have been developing this exclusive collection for a very long time and are filled with excitement to finally share these beautiful items with you. In this one-of-a-kind collection, we journey through the mundane to reach the magical, a place where intentions become purpose and power. It is our deepest intention that these items bring the gift of transformation to all those who receive them. So the Witch's Besom collection. So I'm going to set this aside for now so we don't have any spoilers. And we always get an oracle card, and they pull it intuitively for you. The peach moonstone connects you to your second chakra, which governs your gut feelings and emotions. It is the gemstone of clairsentience, clear sensing, a clairsentient. A clairsentient, also known as an empath, is able to sense and feel the emotions of others. And I am a huge empath. It's part of my struggle in life. This can take a toll on their energy field and if they take on other people's emotional pain. Peach Moonstone activates clairsentient ability while promoting strength to stay centered in one's own power. The affirmation associated with this card is, I can sense the energy of others while staying centered in my own power. I may actually purchase this deck because this is really quite cool. I'm going to get the Flower of Life on the back as the grid. And then you get a spell card, and on the spell card, it indicates a sweeper of storms. This besom shall be born, the sweeper of storms. May the magic found within bring change in all forms. May the evil swept out to be cast in the winds. Hurt and harm no longer within. And may the beauty swept in be cast to the heart, abundance and love never to depart. And may this besom grant passage to the wandering worlds, to realms of spirit and guides, to the wild soul unfurled. And on this night, in the presence of the divine, I bind to this besom, this intentional right, as I wield this besom, so mote it be. And I'm going to set that there. And we get I bet we get an amethyst in this box. So we have amethyst. It has a geographic source, a metaphysical number. I did not know it was number 3. That was interesting. Element water, wind, celestial influence, zodiac, chakra, description, entomology, other names, compatible crystals. Compatible crystals, this would help you when you do your crystal grids. That's wonderful. Magical properties, connects to higher spiritual realms. And that's true. This is a great stone. It's a good all-around purpose stone to have. And you get some artwork on the besom. And it says in traditional witchcraft, the besom is usually composed of material from 3 different trees. Ashwood for the handle, birch twigs for the bristles, and willow withies to bind the bristles to the handle. Other traditions encourage making a ritualistic besom if possible. I go out and I get pine needles that are cast from my tree, and I bind those, and they make a really good besom. Oh, here we go. And it's got a little amethyst on it. This is really nice. This is excellent for sweeping your altar. And it's got some great colors associated with it too. It's looks like a scarlet red, a violet, a gold. These are some good creativity colors, and linking with your higher consciousness, and then you can manifest through your higher consciousness and with your hands. Manifest. So this is great, and it's got a little rope on it, and a nice little roughed out, natural looking twig with some buds on it. That's so beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a closer look to that. Okay, and we get our spell candle. Smells amazing as usual. Spell candle, incense. This one is sage sweep. I'm really could do for good cleansing at the house. More so the backyard. Oh yeah. I have quite the situation back there. Including a shadow figure in the house behind me. It's quite unusual. I deal with evil on a daily basis back there. Oh. Balsam oil. And we'll go over the contents of this oil. So we got an anointing oil. That's pretty typical for this box. And these are our herbs, and they brought in a little bag this time so that it doesn't get all over your box. It looks like eucalyptus, spearmint, and a sacred space sweep herbal blend. Let's see how they recommend using that. Oh, there's lots of goodies in here. A soap, a bar soap. That's very different for this box. And I'll put it back in the bag because the oils, oh, it looks like a cold pressed soap. And we will look as to what is in that, but it is absolutely beautiful. And smells so good. It smells so clean. So I'm going to go ahead and set that down. And it looks like we got a book. So I'm going to get this out of the way. And in this bag, we have The Witch's Broom, The Craft, Lore, and Magic of Broomsticks by Deborah Blake. And it says, bless the witch and bless the broom, bless the spirit that lies inside, sweeping clear each household room so peace and harmony there reside. I would recommend doing this, and then you can go around and you open all the windows, and you can use sage smoke, and you could actually take your besom and use that to kind of like fan the smoke out the window. The other thing you can do is Florida water. Florida water is a wonderful, or Chinese wash, and I have a good recipe for that. So inside it says, may you take flight upon the witch's broom, bringing magic and wonder into your practice. Blessed be the witch's moon. And this is a really pretty book. A little background, there's the traditional history and lore. Here's your birch twigs, broomcorn, anointing oil, and herbs. I'm guessing you could, yeah, why not anoint this besom for your altar using your oil. I would do it on probably just this portion here, because this looks like it is protected with some sort of a coating. And then just gently dab. Don't get too much in here, because then when you're, you know, going over little areas, you don't want to spread oil. But I imagine you could just dab it maybe in these little areas here where it's holding the twigs together. Just a dab, 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 dab. Dab the stone for certain. And also pass it through the incense smoke, but do not get it near flames. So I'm going to go ahead and go through these items. So, The Witch's Moon exclusive hardcover of The Witch's Broom by Deborah Blake. It's been exclusively published as a hardcover edition for this very collection. As you open the cover, you'll find a small intention written as a simple activation in your journey, and we read that. A multifaceted author is known for a large collection of titles, including but not limited to. And it just describes a little bit about the author. Now, broomstick magic can be used to find new purpose in the broom you currently use for household chores. Can be used for cleaning, protection, preventing nightmares, bringing in love, and sweeping away illness. If you believe in the old legends, it can be used to make rain and get rid of unwanted guests. That's the important part. If you believe, because this is all intention setting. It's all mentalism, really, and using natural laws and natural energy to manifest. But mentalism and programming your brain using imagery and these intentions that have been passed through so many ages and collected so many thoughts behind it, which is essentially giving it power as a thought form. This is just, yeah, it's everything. You need to believe. You don't believe, it won't work. I can flat out say that. Now, there's skeptics that sometimes they're converted because things work or they witness things that they didn't necessarily believe in. That happens, but 90% of the time, to be fully effective, you need to have faith, you need to believe. Go back and revisit some of your, when you start to lose faith, because I've gone through this many, many times. Go back through and try to find out what was it that so you can reclaim that faith or reclaim that belief, because that's what gets you through. You get the handcrafted ritual altar besom. After more than a year brewing in our cauldron of creation, our ritual altar besom is finally ready to be acquainted with you. Materials used to craft this magical tool were handpicked. Their energetic impact within ritual working. This handle, the besom, is made from a twig of Tamarindus indica. Tamarind pods have been known to attract love when carried in a pocket. This handle and energy contained within its wood provide a direct conduit to love in all its forms, pulling and dispelling at your will. The bristle of the besom is created from a mixture of the Eleusine plant and the vetiveria roots. Eleusine, also called goosegrass, is closely related to dreams, ancient wisdom, and prosperity. Vetiveria root is an agent of tranquility and emotional calm. This combination of root charges each use with a sense of magical transformation. Colorful twine's been bound around the top of the bristles, which holds an amethyst crystal. Amethyst binds our spiritual connection, reignites our conviction for all things that you choose to pursue. That's the key. Reignites our conviction. And that's what I was just saying about when you lose some faith sometimes, you lose the belief, you need to reignite that, because that's important. It gets you through life. Size of the besom is perfect for the altar of any sacred space you see fit. Yeah, it's beautiful. Sweeper of Storms, Book of Shadows artwork. Heartfelt inspiration flows through the words of the Sweeper of the Storms. Let me grab that here. Yep. Sweeper of the Storms, Book Shadows artwork. Heartfelt inspiration flows through the words of the Sweeper of the Storms. Created to act as thoughts of consecration before employing your besom into movement. And that's important, to consecrate your tools. I have some videos where I describe some methods of doing quick consecrations that always worked for me. And then you put your intentions into that item. Your besom Book of Shadows artwork, and that's that nice piece that you can put in your grimoire. They always have these nice large pieces of artwork that's very informational with a lot of art. Beautiful. Amethyst Book of Shadows artwork. That's that little piece with the amethyst on it to give you all the qualities of the amethyst crystal. And this is beautiful. Hand-rolled and anointed purity of purpose spell candle. It is skill to be able to push aside worry and fear so that your focus rests upon intentional desire. It's during the silence and stillness that we are able to authentically capture past manifestation. So it's a purity of purpose candle, and it's white. And it's white is really good for all purposes. This is your all-purpose candle. So that's great. And it is got the clary sage and sage. And it's kind of an all-purpose herb. So that's great. You can use this for almost anything. Your balsam oil has sage, clary sage, and spearmint oils. So it's very clarifying. Peppermint leaf, licorice root, and clove. Very clarifying. Very, very much for banishing. And just kind of, as they indicate, a fresh realization of well-being. So that's great. And then your soap. That soap. Wash your hands before your magical workings or meditative practices. And this is a really important factor, especially with like the Solomon magic and King Solomon in his ceremonies, is that you would always make sure you're thoroughly cleansed and clean before, and drink lots of water and just cleanse your body and be completely pure before entering into any kind of magical work. And the key is white and purity. So this is spot on. This is a peppermint ritual sacred soap. Peppermint leaves added bring healing to heartbroken shores. So this is olive oil, soybean oil, coconut oil, canola oil, sunflower oil, shea butter, water, lye, peppermint leaves, and fragrance. So that's great. That's going to be great. Absolutely great. I'm excited for that. Sprinkle eucalyptus within an offering bowl to your altar to cast protection. So that's the herb they gave you with the eucalyptus. Here. A spearmint leaf, so warden of healing and protection. Sense of peace or respite to impairs uncomfortable emotion. And this sacred space sweep herbal sprinkling blend, potent mixture, blessed thistle to protect and heal, vervain for peace and purification, bone set for exorcism. I need that back in my backyard. And sage for wisdom and wishes has been unified to create a very powerful sprinkling blend for your altar. So that's it. And I'm really excited to read this book. I actually don't have a Besom book. I have a lot of books, and sometimes I get a repeat when they do the deluxe editions with the hardcover. Because they pick a really good book that I already have, and then they do a nice hardcover, and then I end up repurposing my other book. But this is great. I don't have a Besom book, and this Besom is wonderful. Really, really, really appreciate it. And this Oracle card deck I'm going to actually buy. It's from Crystal Blessings card deck by Valencia Chan. I like it. This is great. So thank you for joining me during this March 2024 unboxing of the Witch's Moon subscription box. I will see you next month. And may you have a blessed and prosperous March. Take care and bye.